Alright guys, we just stopped by the shop. I'm gonna give you guys just a quick look at the bike before it goes for powder coat. There's a few in there now, but there's one that's leaving today, so I figured I'd get a quick video of it before it goes. Hey Dad.
Yeah.
You wanna just give me a quick look at the bike before it leaves for powder coat?
Yeah. Alright, this is a frame I'm doing for my buddy. It's a rigid frame, 200 series tire, nothing great, but I started out cutting most of the brackets out, double welded everything, grind all the welds flush, did a custom bracket in the front here since I cut that out, get both sides there, it looks sick from the back here, just to strengthen the frame. Made this scoop totally by hand, cut everything, grinders, die grinders, no CNC machining, no nothing, just all by hand. It's 1/8 thick plate. It's hollow to keep the weight down. There is no fucking fill nowhere. It is all just completely weld. The whole frame is drilled, welded again, drilled again. All the brake lines, all the wiring can all go through the frame. Custom made seat pan. Everything's tapped, drilled, flush mount, everything from underneath for a nice clean look. These are my back pieces here. It's kind of like a signature thing I do on every one of my frames. Some of them are heavier, some are light. These are actually hollow to keep the weight down. Custom made axle covers, and then we do our logo here. This fender here is like 15, 16 different pieces. This took me quite a while to make by hand. All the sides had to be all welded in to give it that thick look. Again, all done by hand. No fill, all weld. Custom made brackets on the sides. Everything bolts from underneath for a nice clean look. These are also some trick pieces I started doing for the chain tensioner inside, all the threads inside. Just flush mount looks like a piece of shit, so I started making little pieces that thread in just to cover it up, give it more of that closed look. This is about it what this guy wanted. It's getting ready to go for powder coat. I use Mike at Larcoat. This guy's in Niagara Falls. This guy's incredible. He's just incredible about what he does. This tank here I'm really proud of. I think I kept track. It was close to 300 man hours just in this tank alone. 5 layers of flames, all spot welded, welded back grinded, all the engraving, all the cutting. This tank is just insane. This is what I'm really proud of. The bike's gonna all be, I think we're gonna burn the metal and then powder coat it clear. Again, all done by hand. A MIG welder, a TIG welder, and these are the tools right here in this shop. Not no CNC fancy shit, not no 80, 100,000, $1 million shop. This bike here is just crazy. This whole bike is made by hand. The only thing that is not made by hand on this bike is this part of the Springer front end, the neck on this frame, these springs, and this motor mount, the front. Everything else has been totally made by hand, bent, welded, grinded, cut, engraved. Everything is totally by hand, one off. Same thing again, the signature pieces I did on here. A lot of weight added for, you know, just better traction. This guy, these will actually give you a little bit of a wheelie. There's some weight put in the back here. Engraved axle plates, 3 layers of flames. It's crazy. Hidden shocks on the seats. This will be the seat will stay the same. No leather, no foam. Custom made center stand for a kickstand. Removable brass knuckles. Every single piece on every nut and bolt is hand machined. They're all hand machined on a lathe. A little bit dangerous looking. I think we're going to name this bike Suicide Solution. There's even some hidden compartments inside where you can hide shit. This bike's just crazy. When it's done, this bike is just fucking crazy. It's dangerous and crazy. This bike here was my first bike I ever did about 10 years ago. It was a ground up. This is not a paint job. The flames, we bought 2 tanks, 2 fenders, cut the flames out of both, relayed them, welded them from underneath, cut the inside of the tanks out, closed them in. It's got a 113 motor in it. Same thing, my signature pieces on the frame. I had Tim from Triple K do the seat. It's real alligator skin in the flames. This guy's just phenomenal at Triple K Upholstery. Does all my seats. All my bikes that I build, they come back to me. I'm just changing the main seal right now. I do all the work my fucking self. No one else touches them. It's a real nice bike. This here over here is my baby. This is my very first total frame I made in a jig. I kind of copied the frame measurements and style off a 70s shovelhead style. Same thing with my signature pieces. It's got a 121 Demon motor in it. It's just crazy. It's so fast I can't even hang on to it. You had the lens on the headlight lasered where it lights up the 666 on the road. Crazy custom paint job. Again, Tim did the seat for me. Lasered in all the skull heads into the leather. The guy holding the phone from Damaged Souls did all the airbrushing on the belt drive. It's just a crazy bike. Loud, fast, just nuts.